Hey friends, it's Takeo, and today I'm going to make a video to show you who, in my opinion, are the 4 easiest heroes to learn when you first get the game. Now, the game divides the heroes into 4 categories. You've got your offensive people, your deeps, more or less. You've got your defensive characters, which arguably some of them can play some offense too. An offensive Hanzo, an offensive Junkrat, not too bad. But they do put them in the defensive category. You've got your tanks, your big meat shields. Some of them are more brawlers than tanks, but they put them in that category. And then finally, you have the support category. So you get the game, you come home, you install it. It's a little overwhelming at first. 21 characters to choose from. Some are very, very difficult. Some are definitely noob friendly, and I'm going to point out who in each category, in my opinion, and my friend's opinion. I asked them the last couple days to think about it, to get back to me, and they gave me some really good feedback. Who's the easiest character in each section to start with? So here we go. All right, well, starting from left to right, we have the offensive category. And in this category, we also have who I consider to be the easiest character in the entire game. Well, that's Soldier 76. He is the prototypical first-person shooter character. You aim, you shoot, people die. He's medium range. He has a sprint. He has a area effect heal that'll take care of him and the entire team. Anybody that steps in that circle on your team will be healed also, so that's a really cool utility. His ultimate is basically hit the button, anybody in your line of sight lights up, they get a square around them, and you cannot miss. So if you can get a whole group of people together, it is very common to get triple kills, quad kills, 5 people at once. You can even get a team kill with this thing if you get them all trapped in the same location. So, like I said, Soldier 76 is very straightforward. There's a reason they give you Soldier 76 in the tutorial. Very straightforward. In this category, there are more difficult heroes. Genji, I would consider to be one of the hardest characters in the entire game. Reaper, at his core, is easy. The idea, he's close range, but the Soldier 76 definitely takes it. As I said, I consider him to be the easiest in the whole game. So if you want to start off killing people, learning the game, definitely play Soldier 76 in the offensive role. All right, now moving on to the defensive role. There were 2 people here I could have chosen. And I asked my friends last night, and they were mostly split. I think they leaned a little bit more towards who I'm going to pick. I wasn't sure between Bastion and Torbjorn as the 2 easiest characters. Now, I originally went into it thinking Bastion. He is you set him up, put him in a corner, turn him into turret mode, and just unload. But it was brought up last night that he's very fragile. He was more powerful in beta and when the game first came out because people didn't know how to deal with him. So now that people do know how to deal with Bastion, I'm going to give this one to Torbjorn. He's more durable. His right click is nasty. His right click will take people out to the face. One shot. You can set up his turret. You get it to level 2 and kind of leave it, and you can go do your own thing. And every once in a while, come back and hit your hammer against the turret, and you will get play of the game. And honestly, right now, his Molten Core, which is his ultimate, is definitely one of the strongest in the game. He gets a huge increase to him and his turret, hit points, and haste. And when he goes into this mode, he is really, really super hard to deal with. You need to CC him and burn him down real quick, or he will stand up and right-click you right to the face, and it's pretty much over. So I'm going to give the defensive role here to Torbjorn. Other people in this role, Hanzo, you got to be good at sniping. Widowmaker, good at sniping. Mei, in her most basic form, is kind of easy, but when you want to start mastering the ice walls and this and that, she becomes a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to give this one to Torbjorn. So if you're interested in a defensive character, and now's actually a really good time for the rest of this week, actually. If you play the brawl mode, it's defense against defense. No offensive characters, no tanks, no supports. So you'll see 2 Torbjorns in every match. All right, and now moving our way across, we get into the tanks. Now, this one here, I think, is a little bit easier, it's a little more straightforward. I'm going to give the easiest tank in the whole game. So you buy the game, you come home, you want to play a tank, someone safe. Definitely go with Reinhardt here. Now, at his core, he is very easy. Hold up the shield, walk forward. If the shield's about to die, hide behind a wall, let it charge back up, get back in. If at nothing else, if you just bought the game, you want to help your team out, you play Reinhardt, you hold up that shield, they get behind you, and things will die. As you learn to play the game and you learn to play Reinhardt, he is a little bit more intricate when to time your charges, when to throw your fire strike at people. His ultimate has a kind of a cone effect, straightforward cone effect. But even that, as a brand new player, kind of line up a few players, drop that down, and start swinging that hammer. He does a lot of damage, can take a lot of damage. His weaknesses are people that can get behind him easily. A Reaper, Mei can kind of run circles around him, and Tracer is definitely one of his big enemies. But other than that, like I said, the day you get the game, you want to play a tanky character. Winston is a little bit more difficult. He's not very tanky. He's a tank and he has a lot of hit points, but he can't stay in a fight very long. Zarya, you have to balance your shield between yourself and other people, and it takes a bit more aim with her left click. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and give this one to Reinhardt. So if you want to play a tank the day you get the game, definitely give him a shot. All right, and finally in the support role. Now this one here, my friends were a little bit split on too. It was about 75-25. Now 75% of my friends went with Mercy on this one. She's got a aim and click kind of heal. Target a person, click your left mouse button, you're healing them. Nothing to heal, well, you can hold down your right mouse button on somebody and you damage boost them, which is really, really nice on someone like an offensive Hanzo. Throw that on a Soldier 76, Junkrat. Honestly, anybody can benefit from Mercy's amazing right click. She can click on someone to fly to them, which is really neat, to get out of things, to get two people to heal. But at her core, I think she is probably the easiest heals. Now, I was kind of leaning towards Lucio in the beginning of this also. He has an AE heal. Anything around him is more of an aura. He has a speed boost aura, but he is a little bit more complicated. He's considered to be a 2-star hero, where Mercy is considered to be 1. Now, neither are amazingly difficult, but I'm going to give this one to Mercy. Now, Symmetra is a little bit more complicated. Where do you put your turrets? She's very fragile. Now, she is a tank killer. If you want someone to take down tanks real fast, go with Zenyatta or go with Symmetra. But like I said, the positioning is very important, especially with Zenyatta. He is the most fragile person in the game. He can also take down a Reinhardt in 2 shots, which is amazing. But he only has 150 hit points, so a couple shots to him and he's toast. So I'm going to give this one to Mercy. She's a little bit more durable. She has a few more escapes. And you know what? My friend Lola and AJ have been playing a very aggressive, lately, battle tank kind of Mercy, and it's really been working for them. She puts out a little bit of a punch. She can get behind somebody and pop a few bullets in the head, and she can get some kills. So definitely giving this one to Mercy. All right, so there you have it. There's my one character per role that I consider to be the easiest in the entire game. Now, what do you guys think of this? Should I have gone with Bastion in the defensive role? Was there an offensive character? Do you guys find that Reaper is easier? Am I the only one in the world that cannot play a good Genji? Is Genji the best character for offense? Let me know in the comment section below. Who would you recommend to the very first time buyer? Someone just sat down for the first time. You know what? I'm going to play some support. Was I right with Mercy? Should I have gone with Lucio? Let me know in the comment section below. And always be sure to click like and click subscribe. It helps me out a lot. We put out lots of Overwatch videos. Every day I'm putting out videos. So if there's something you want to see, definitely subscribe to keep up with that. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care.